to end 82. Another fraternal parade marched through the Fiesta Bowl 4 years later after a perfect 12-0. Through 7 games of 94, the Nittany Lions again find themselves rushing toward a championship with a team many feel is graced with more offensive talent than any before it. And the nation's top-ranked quarterback looking to lead the way to #1. Into Memorial Stadium, where the Hoosiers of Indiana hope to pull a major upset, and the Lions bring in a perfect record of 7-0. Are they #1 or are they #2 in the country? Well, we've already talked about it at length today. You can talk about it till you're blue in the face. It may not matter till the end of the season, but right now we do know Penn State is perfect and only 3 first-place votes behind Nebraska in the Bowl Coalition poll. They might. Let's worry about us. Let's not worry about Penn State being #1 or #2.
Brad, exactly. Talking to all the coaches. In fact, it's gone so far as, Penn State is so dynamic on offense that the Indiana coaches are even showing offensive film to their own offense. Bill Mallory has stressed this week that we have to take care of our team and let the sport take care of itself. Let's not get too far behind.
Nobody's been able to do that against Penn State because of their first-half dominance.
It really has been. They've just exploded. These are just first-half statistics. You can see the points, 32 to 6. They've been blowing teams off the field. Teams have had to change their offensive game plan. And the reason is a balanced offense for Penn State. The defense hasn't have to do much. They have the talent. Ki-Jana Carter, Kerry Collins, we talked about them, not only between the rush and the pass, but within the rush and the rush, they're balanced, the pass and the pass with the emergence of Freddie Scott Jr. But these two guys, Ki-Jana Carter and Kerry Collins, have taken it to that next level, and that's why they're now talked by many to be Heisman candidates.
You talk about Collins, you're talking about not only the top-rated passer in the country, almost 30 points in the rating system ahead of the second closest guy. We know how good Penn State's offense is. Do we know how good their defense is? With more on that is Adrian Karsten.
Brad, that is the question. It's no secret that Penn State's offense is dominant. So dominant that the defense doesn't know how good they are or how good they have to be to win the national title. Because the offense is on the field so much, you don't see any superstars on D. I mean, Yaboa Cody isn't necessarily a household name. Inside linebacker Brian Gelsheiser admitted to me the other day that the defense did not have a good week of practice. Interesting when you realize that Joe Paterno says if we're going to win the national title, we're going to have to do it with defense.
Memorial Stadium on a windy day. 15 and more at times. Cloudy and occasional showers in the forecast. 63 degrees on AstroTurf. Joe Paterno brings his Nittany Lions in, #2 in the country and the winningest active coach in the game. 264 victories. It's 7-0. Indiana 5-3 and a major underdog at home today. Nice kick. Manilopoulos nails it out of the end zone, and so Penn State and their offense will work from the 20-yard line as Kerry Collins trots his troops out. You hear so much about Carter and Collins, you forget their fullback has 6 touchdowns, John Whitman. Freddie Scott leads the club in touchdown receptions with 6. Bobby Ingram and Kyle Brady round out a great receiving core. And up front, they say, without a doubt, the leader of the line is Bucky Greeley, with Rivera and Hardings at the guards and Johnson and Conlon the tackles. And Penn State will work offensively first down from its own 20-yard line. Collins, the country's top-ranked passer.
Brad, change up for Indiana, playing a 5-3. Only 3 defensive backs on the field.
On first down, the toss to Carter. Ki-Jana hit low, submarine. So far, it's worked through 2 plays. All that means is it's 3rd and 10. 4 wideouts for Collins. Comes up firing, and he's going to get the pass complete, but not for a first down. Philip Collins tackles. Joe Juravicius on the season. His season long is 51. He can air one out here if he chooses. Juravicius almost had it blocked. In fact, it was deflected, so there's no flag on the play. And Indiana will take over 44. First down offensively. Pacey and a little keeper on the option. John Pacey maybe got a yard, and that is all. Offensively for the Hoosiers, Alex Smith, their sensational redshirt freshman, the #6 rusher in the country with Pacey and Lee. Jamu Stoner makes his first start of the year today at wide receiver with Eddie Beatty in a bit of a slump. Matthews and McKinnon round out the receiving corps. And up front, a guy that the pro scouts think might be a high draft choice as a pro guard, Andrew Green, with Lukowski the other side, Sive the center, and Smith and Lewinsky are the tackles. No gain for Pacey on that keeper. It's second down and 10. And the give inside is to Smith. And Alex Smith goes inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. He got 5 against a Penn State defense that Adrian talked about. Nobody really knows that much about. We do know Brandon Noble starts for Eric Clare, who's out with that broken foot. Mazik, the other tackle, Perry and Atkins on the outside. The number 9 tackler career-wise at Penn State is Brian Gelsheiser with Yeboah Cody and Smith on the outside. Brian Miller had 2 interceptions against Ohio State last week with Pittman, Dingle, and Holmes. The shotgun with 4 wideouts for Pacey. And the pass completed. And a first down to Beatty, and he breaks away. So much for the slump.
Let's see if he goes to it to the right side of the field.
A third down and 7. Just inside the 24-yard line. Smith. And we got a couple, that's all. A rather conservative call off the right side. This one's going to be from 38 yards. We'll check out from behind. Manilopoulos. Got plenty on it. Nope. No good on big plays on third down, and Penn State's a pretty good big play team on third down. 3rd and 9 here, and Collins fires incomplete. They made him roll out and throw on the run, and they'll have to punt again. Freddie Scott, the intended receiver. And you see Collins with head coach Joe Paterno.
A little bit confused, like he did not feel that he had the right play called versus
Indiana's defense forcing 2 straight 3-and-outs. Jurevicius punt. Eddie Beatty camps under this one. Takes it without a fair catch. 86. If he keeps up his current pace, he'll have no problem. 3rd and 1. Smith again. Has to spin his way for what looks like a first down, but it's going to be close. Bill Yeboah Cody made first contact. 3 wideouts. Pacey throws a slant in, and this one's right on the money. First down to Jamu Stoner. Back to what they do best. Smith, but he lost the ball. Tremendous hit, but Pacey covered it.
Last week against Michigan State, here a simple zone play up the middle, gets hit on the right side by Yeboah Cody. The ball pops loose, and Pacey makes a nice.
Indiana doesn't want to get it robbed here in the 9th play of the drive. Still looking for points. Pacey loads it, reloads it, and goes down.
John Pacey a bit that time, went man-to-man underneath with 2 deep safeties, and John Pacey was a bit confused on the coverage. You see him try to get out of it to stay in field goal play.
Trying to pooch one now. Oh, man, what a punt. But is it too deep? No, it's not. Down at the 4. DeGiulio hit it a mile in the air. 3rd offensive possession. And there's the average field position, the 15. This one starts at the 4 after a great punt. Ki-Jana Carter. The second time he's touched it today. And he picks up 5-yard line. Collins finds a big tight end, and I mean a big tight end. Kyle Brady, first down Penn State, their initial first down of the ball. There was no hope of getting that thing buttoned around that log he calls a neck. He is huge, and maybe the best blocking tight end in the country, and you see he's got pretty good hands too. First down for Collins, goes right back to him. And out to the 32-yard line, a pickup of 9 against Penn State, rather, a first down at the 49. Collins comes up firing, quick slant. Completes it to Bobby Ingram, who runs well after the catch and picks up 13 and another first down for Penn State. 3 minutes left first quarter, still scoreless in Bloomington. This play fake by Collins, wants to throw a screen to Carter and does, with blockers in front. And Ki-Jana Carter, when you get him out there and you got 2 or 3 of those horses in front of him, that's when he's the most.
About the Penn State offense, I said, would it be, you know, very safe to say that you're running a lot of the same things you ran in the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s? He said, almost exactly. We just have great players right now. A little bit of a screen pass, but the athleticism of the offensive line for Penn State and the willingness of the receivers to block downfield as you take a look at Bobby Ingram is what makes the offense go.
Collins, nice spin on a slant. And inside the 10 is Bobby Ingram. Got it at the 10-yard line. Collins first and goal. Looks left the whole way, comes back to the right, and completes it down to the 5 from the 7 of Indiana. Play action to the end zone, touchdown. Brady.
his third catch of this drive. But you'll see Indiana has Brady bracketed with the two linebackers. The problem is the ball is thrown so well right over the corner, right over the shoulder, excuse me, of Derek Terrell, number 41. That's really what made the play. Aaron Warnicki really couldn't make the play from the outside. They had in and out coverage, Terrell and Warnicki, and that's the great execution that Collins has right there. That angle was not that open. He just put it right over Terrell's shoulder.
13 plays, I should say, and didn't come up with any points. And now they got a huge 3rd and 7. From the shotgun. Pacey with time, now running out of time and trying to run for the first down, and does. First down at the 45. And the give is to Chaney. That's what he told us earlier in the year. On a 3rd down over the middle. Man open and losing effort against Michigan State last week. 2nd down and 9. Collins wants to go right back to Carter after the play fake. 8 passes. We anticipate one here. Here comes a blitz. Collins throws a wide out screen. Is it going to be a first down to Freddie Scott? I think so. Touchdown throw to his tight end. Deep handoff. Looked like it was going to be play action, and now it's play Carter. Ki-Jana Carter still on his feet. And flags go down as Carter gets all the way to the 28-yard line. 29-yard run, but illegal block on Penn State, and indeed they're going to bring it back. 7 Penn State. Archie in motion. Collins stands tall, lays it out. This one is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Smedley. Flag down, but I think it may have been a face mask after the interception. And now coming up with the ball is Freddie Scott, but it's Indiana. Will take the quarterback controls for Indiana. Long handoff to Smith, too long, and he's going to lose a yard. Outs for Ditto. Buys himself some time. Fires a rocket to Beatty. First down. There wasn't much room to go in the half. 7-0 Penn State. Ditto fires out. He's got a man open again. It's a Jamu Stone. Hit a tunnel and keep on going. On a first down, the running game has not been working. Smith dropped for a loss. This one of about 4. And Penn State. 2nd down at 14. Ditto. Woo. Had some smoke on that one to Curry. 3rd and 10. Here comes a blitz on Ditto. Loads it and airs it for Stoner. Touchdown! Indiana, I think, has stunned even their own crowd. This is as good a crowd as we've seen in this building anytime we've been here, I think. And a little bit of a mishandle by Fletcher. He finally picks it up, and now he finds himself a seam. Lance Brown there to meet him, or he might have been off to the races. We know what's big on Baywatch. Collins off play action. Down the middle of Brady, the tight end. He's got another one, and he's into Indiana territory all the way to the 47-yard.
5-3 front, only 3 defensive backs on the field.
Freddie Scott hustles over wide left as well. Collins looks his way. Freddie Scott inside the 40 in a tough run. Still on his feet. Just about tiptoed down the sideline. He did tiptoe for a first receiver. First down at the 36. Here's a toss. Carter, broken tackle. Ki-Jana still on his feet. Breaks another one. Tremendous run by Carter. For Penn State. Collins comes up firing. Going to throw the fade for Scott. Freddie pulls it in. Touchdown. Wow. I think he's got better hands than Dad, too.
Oh, wow.
18 yards, touchdown. Collins' second scoring toss of the day.
Every time that Indiana has come with that 5-3 front, Kerry Collins has audibled either to a slant or a fade. They are not going to allow Indiana to come with this front without forcing him to play man-to-man.
Second down and 5. Smith, big hole this time for Alex Smith. Cuts outside and keeps his footing. 3rd and a short 3. They need to get to the 49 of Penn State.
Giving them the hitches.
2 tight ends set, but they'll come up throwing, and they pick up the first down. And whoops, they say Julio got a little more on this one. Still an end-over-end punt, and it hit a Penn State player. Ball loose. And Penn State got back on top of it. I think Tony Pittman is the guy it hit, and he may have covered it. The officials already said there's Penn State.
Still a lot of fighting.
And the defender. They'll keep it on the ground. And still they're going to get a big play out of Ki-Jana Carter, who goes out for about 13. The 27 47-yard line. First down, Penn State. Collins rifles it, intercepted. Picked off by Eric Allen. He had his best starting field position for Indiana. See what they can do with it. With 1:37 left in the half, they trail by 7. And Ditto that time hit as he threw. 1:09 left in the half on a 3rd down and 5, and this pass is complete, but it's short. And now maybe you do think about going on 4th.
Timeout to begin with. You can't give the ball back to Penn State with the wind and 50 seconds to go if you don't make it.
Julio trying to lay one down inside the 10. It looks like he has again. Oh boy, how close is it? Offense with 46 seconds, a full complement of timeouts, and 80 yards away for Kerry Collins, though he has thrown a couple picks today. Also has 2 touchdowns.
Right, and the officials are now up to 50%.
It's all going to work out for you during the course of a game. Let's see what Penn State does with it. 46 seconds left. Ingram and Scott. Just a 2 wide receiver set, but Archie's on a wing right there, you can see. He's a dangerous receiver. They're going to give it to him on an end around. And he's got great wheels. And he is out across the 40 to the 41-yard line. First down at the 42. Collins comes up, fire wide, opens Ingram down the middle. He's into Indiana. First and 10 at the Indiana 43. Collins pooch pass inside to Archie. Broke a tackle and then ran into Trevor Wilson. Second down. Collins stands tall down the middle. Freddie Scott to the 13, and now they take the timeout with 4 seconds left. His troops have played the number 2 team in the country strong for a half, but they're going to be trailing at halftime by a 10-point margin. Kick is good. 30-yarder for Brett Conway, and at halftime, the number 2 Nittany Lions of Penn State leading the Hoosiers of Indiana, but they're in a fight at intermission. It is Penn State 17, Indiana 7. Ditto. And remember, Indiana gets the ball to start the 3rd quarter, and they have the wind as well. This kick will go. Wilkerson, the man in motion. Ditto loads it, fires outside. Beatty, big catch by Eddie Beatty, short of the first down. Record books as far as career catches. On short yardage, Smith gets it for the ball. Just inside the 49, it's a first down. Smith, there's just not much, especially their center. Bucky Greeley said, no way, coach. We're not messing up these great uniforms with a patch. Ditto gets rid of it at the last second, and Stoner could have been off to the races had he held on. Their second, 3rd and 10 of the day. A big one here, and Ditto lays it out, and just straight have started inside their own 20. And now they got 3rd and 9 from the 15. Out in the flat, trying to get to the first down is Mill, and he won't get there. Third time Penn State's had a 3 and out, so that Indiana defense Gary's talking about doing a nice job. Juravicius got all of this one into the wind. Beatty tracks it at the 35 and gets dropped in his tracks at the 35. And Alex Smith, the single setback, who gets the call, but he's got Yeboah Cody all over him. And Alex Smith can't find it. 3 wideouts for Ditto. Prevent defense in there for Penn State. Ditto steps up, pumps once. Brings it back, goes down the middle for what he can, and Smith can't hold it anyway. For Penn State. It's not the best kick that he's had, that's for sure. Maybe it'll hit a Penn State player again. One did earlier. This one's going to be tracked down at the 46-yard line. And Indiana's saying that touched a Penn State player, but I don't think they're going to get the call.
Here's the ball up here. Here's number 16, Brian Gelsheiser. The IU coaches thought it hit him in the leg. After further review,
nope.
2 out of 3 for them.
And that wind is really whipping right into the face of Penn State's offense. So they'll keep it on the ground and an end around. Carter, Ki-Jana back in there and down to the 40-yard line, a first down and a pickup of 14.
Athleticism of the offensive line. This time number 54, Marco Rivera, and Jeff Hardings, the 2 guards. Penn State likes to keep their guys very athletic, a little undersized. No 300-pound lineman playing guard for Penn State. Their guards have to...
3rd and 1. Carter got it. Lance Brown wraps him up, but not before he picked up about 4 yards. Both wideouts to the left side for Collins, but he comes back the other way to Archie, who made a nifty catch today. Now 3rd and 4, he fires, and it hit his best receiver, or arguably one of the best of the Big Ten, right in the hands, and he couldn't run. Is a guy that can block kicks if Indiana can get their hand on one. Bill Collins to hold. The kick drifts to the left and drifts just right for Conway. Got it.
tell you, that's pretty impressive because that thing went about 10 yards past into a strong wind.
And it curled in. You talk about great golf shots. Conway got himself one there, and now his team leads 20 in a very long yard. And a big yard it is. 2 tight ends set for the Hoosiers. They desperately need this one to keep the drive alive. The toss to Smith. No! Gelsheiser. And Dingle.
You're right.
Time in his career, over 200 yards, a school record. Another end around coming. Here it comes. Freddie Scott waits for his blockers, and Freddie tiptoes down the sideline and might have gotten a first down out of that. They'll try an end around again of sorts with Ki-Jana Carter. Flag down and Carter down at the 45-yard line. They give it off. Their fullback gets him a first down in Brian Mills.
First half, I thought Kyle Brady, the tight end.
7th play of the drive on the 2nd and 6. Throw it out to Milne, the fullback. Dives his way to a first down. Carter, big hole right side. Ki-Jana Carter to the 21. And he rips off a 19-yard gain on 3rd and 10.
This man, he's right here. Watch him just move into the side, takes on Lewis Pinnock, and just walls him inside. When you're 260 pounds, you can move your feet like Brady can. You can run to the strong side of the formation, the tight end side of the formation.
The Indiana defense again. Penn State lined up at the Hoosier 15-yard line. Collins throws to the corner, and we're going to have a flag. Illegal contact made by Smedley on Ingram.
The ball, but was this ball catchable is the question I have. Kind of hits him. The ball is about and blowing about 8 yards in front of the play. I think that's a pretty good call. He kind of hit him when the ball was in the air, and you never know what Bobby Ingram can get to if he didn't have his hand on him right there. And unfortunately, you're going to get called with it on that play.
They give it off to Milne. Powers his way. Did he get there? Not quite. He's lined up to the left of that full house backfield. 15th play of the drive. It's Archie for the touchdown. Knifes through behind his right guard, and his lead blockers in Penn State's got 6 more. Anticipated to go for 2 here to try to put themselves in front by 3 touchdowns. Archie stays in there. Justin Williams with Collins and Ingram as the extra wideouts. Over the top to Archie. Touchdown, or extra point good, I should say.
I don't know. I may be off here, but my first...
the IU offense. Ditto fires in and out of the hands of Jermaine Indiana. Straight up the middle is Chaney. He bursts his way out for 11. 2nd down and 5. Football for the Hoosiers at their own 47. Ditto ran into the play action, almost hurt himself, and now he is a little more hurt. Yeboah Cody from the backside takes him down.
The problem in the play right here, you see it. Chaney either goes too tight or Ditto goes too wide, and from the backside, Yeboah Cody's going to eat it up.
And we're down to 11 minutes in the game. Ditto fires, lays it out. Stoner couldn't hold it. It took just an instant too long for that pass to get there, enough for Kim Herring to come over and put the hit on him, and he couldn't hang on.
Cliff Dingle, number 26, is going to be playing man-to-man coverage on the inside, and then the safeties are deep, reading the quarterback's eyes. Threw it over.
A busy day. He's really only had 1 punt that he's going to write home to mom and dad about. Oh, he might have one here. He hit this one. Archie backpedals to the 10. Flags are down. Archie in to the secondary, and he's on his way. Mike Archie might score, but I think it's going to come back. All the way for the touchdown is Archie, but there are flags all over the place back at the 15-yard line. It would have been a 90-yard touchdown return. I think you can forget about it. His group back to tell us the inevitable.
Chris Campbell.
Left side of the screen is where it is.
There it is, right here from the left side against Eric Matthews is the side. Pushing from behind. There's no doubt about it. And it was a block that wasn't necessary on the play.
How many times do you see that, too? Yeah. So many times that's the case. So instead of a 90-yard touchdown, it is 1st and 10 at the 6-yard line.
I don't want to take anything away from Indiana because they play an outstanding football team, but Penn State really never has looked to be in this game fully and comfortable with the game. They seem to be a little lethargic all day.
Carter in motion out of the backfield. Collins looks right, goes there, almost had it intercepted. That was Trevor Wilmot who had his hands on it, and Freddie Scott was open behind him, but he made a nice play. His first attempt of the day, and that was Lance Brown. They bring it. Did they get a piece of another one? They did. And the ball's going to come down. Was it Lance Brown again? It may have been. Gives them great field position, but they're going to have to strike early and often. And they'll go on the ground. Alex Smith. That's his first down. Indiana at the Penn State 23. Smith again finds an opening. Smith runs. Third and goal. The end zone wide open. Touchdown to Stoner. His second of the day. Boy, somebody missed a coverage. There was no one within 10 yards of a John Stoner. They did go 3 and out on their last drive, so that's what Indiana's defense has to hang its helmet on right now. Ki-Jana Carter. Well, they won't go 3 and out this time. They might go 80 yards for a touchdown. Ki-Jana Carter on his way. One man left to beat, and he won't get it. Touchdown, 80 yards for the All-American candidate. Lights out.
Well, we were worried about a 3 and out. They didn't want to do it, so they did it 1 and out. We did a lot better than that. And that just shows you how explosive this offensive football team is. They can score literally on any play that they run with the power and talent they have on this football team. Simple play. The offensive line just does a nice job. Rayleigh, Hardings, everybody gets their blocks on the backside. Whitman does a nice job, the fullback blocking. One cutback, and he's off to the races. No one's going to catch this guy. 230 pounds. Got secondary guys trying to chase him with an angle. Ki-Jana Carter goes all the way to the end zone.
He outran the angle of the last guy right there. Joe King was the last one with a shot. 20 carries, 192 yards, and has iced this game for his teammates.
Yeah, doing a lot of radio shows this week, Brad. Everybody asking me who's the Heisman candidate. I think it's now time to start talking about the Heisman candidate. Really can't argue with the stats that Rashaan Salaam has, but the team that goes undefeated really has the exposure. And Carter now, as the weather changes, he's going to have more opportunities to run the ball, and he'll put up some big numbers, I think, when the passing game gets tougher at this time of the year.
For the Hoosiers now at their own 20. Ditto comes back to the left side for the throw, and a nice one it is. Picked up. Ditto from the gun. Throws a screen out. Smith found an opening. Alex Smith now. He's into the secondary, and he's off to the races. He's got excellent speed, but he's tracked down by Tony Pittman. So Indiana's driving on a 3rd and 8. To the end zone again, man there. Oh, what a collision. Miller and his own man back there, Kim Herring. You could see that one coming, and the ball didn't get there fast enough for Stoner.
The door closed a little bit early on that one.
Oh, I hope these two 8, the spot Indiana's on right now. Maybe their last play on offense. And the ball loose. It will be their last play. Gelsheiser picks it up. Gelsheiser, after a huge day, is going all the way in a fumble recovery. Flag is down, but Gelsheiser takes it 75 yards for a touchdown.
Defensive face mask.
Wow. Major turnaround, huh? And now Brian Gelsheiser's going, I could use a blow here, Coach.
Right.
I didn't plan on doing this and not getting up with 6 points.
You see, coming from the backside off the corner, number 46, Marlon Forbes is the guy who blitzes to Ditto's blind side. When he comes across, he gets Ditto with his left hand on the face mask. That's the call. When he comes across, he tries to rake, and he gets the face mask right there. That was the call, or otherwise that was a touchdown. And, I didn't see anything else. That's the only thing I could think of.
4 wideouts for him. He loads it and goes. Touchdown, Eric Matthews. Nope, it's Eddie Beatty. Eddie Beatty for the score.
That was going end over end, won't it?
Manilopoulos, the onside. Oh, snatched out of the air by Bobby Ingram. Talk about having your good hands team up there. High 14. They do have 3rd down at 13. Richardson setting the throw. Flares it out to his fullback, Mill. And he won't get the first down, but he gets a nice, here they come. He didn't get close. And now Eddie Beatty's the Lone Ranger back there. He'll let it go into the end zone. 3rd down and 10. Ditto throws on the run. High, but caught by Beatty on the ricochet. Eddie's got a career.
Only 2 safeties, 3 safeties in all that side. Dingle goes up, it bounces to Wilkerson, goes right into the end zone for a touchdown. And, you know, when you look at the score now, you're going to see a game much closer. Indiana's even going to go for 2 on the play.
The coach's reaction? Yeah. Nice vertical built. 2-point conversion attempts. Ditto to the end zone, and he got it. To Stoner. What a way to finish. One more cannon shot. But that's it. Joe Paterno was in a fight in Bloomington. He survived it. Ditto through 4 touchdown passes. That's going to wrap it up. 2 solid coaches in a solid football game. Final score, Penn State 35, Indiana 29.